Hey, everybody. Um, I've had a pretty interesting last, what, about 2 days. Wednesday night when I was trying to go live, and I think YouTube across the world went down right at the time I was going live. But from what I found, it went down everywhere. Everybody was having problems. I thought maybe they were just trying to shut me down, but that ain't true. Um, they shut a bunch of stuff down. We don't even know what they did at that time that was going on. Who knows? We're all gonna find out though, I'm sure. But that night, that my live show got all screwed up. Didn't happen. Um, Next day, get up after Governor DeWine of Ohio brought back his damn lockdown. Basically, they're locking down the restaurants and bars again next week, saying that the COVID just out of control. And so they're going to lock all that stuff back down. You might be able to get delivery from the restaurants, but you're not going to be able to stay there and eat again like they've been allowing. That's not going to happen. But he opened this mandate back up, and yesterday I was attacked out of every store I went in but one. Now, I only went in three, but every one of them I was attacked in, except for one. And I mean, flat from walking right just in the door. And I go in these same places all the time. I always go in same places because that way they know me. Most of the time, the store that I get my cigarettes from, I come walking in, they already reach over and grab them. They know what I'm coming up for. So I frequent these places all the time. So they know they have not seen a mask on me at all ever yet. But after the governor got this mandate back in place, he added some things to it, which changes things. He said he's going to have a task force that he's going to send out, and if they catch people in your store without a mask on, you're going to be, the first time he said you're going to get a warning, and then I think it's fined after that. So, of course, how are you going to, if you're going to have a force like that, how are you going to be able to have a medical exemption in it unless if you don't have a mask on and somebody comes up and asks you to prove your medical records or something? Because people, I'm telling you, everybody keeps telling you need to go to your doctor, you need to go to somewhere and you can get something that you can show people. Well, I have my medical records in my car and I've offered to show them to people. No, they don't want to see that. They want something stating from somebody that I have medical problems. I asked my doctor, what is it that you can sign to give me? My lung doctor, my pulmonary doctor. What is it that you have that you can sign to give to me so I can show these people so they'll leave me alone? She went to 5 other pulmonary doctors. None of them know what the hell anybody's talking about. There is no form. There is no ID or anything the doctors can give you for you to have to tell these people to leave you alone. And that's what as a matter of fact, I want to wait on that. I'll tell you that in a minute. But so, how do you separate that from the people that are actually just saying, you know what, no man's going to tell me to wear a mask and I ain't going to wear it? Those guys are not covered under the medical exemption. As far as I'm concerned, they're covered under the Constitution, and no man has a right to tell you to wear a mask, not even the government. Um, so, how are they going to? there's got to be something that they can give somebody. And until they do, this is just going to continue to be a fight. And it's going to get worse and worse. And I'm telling you what, people, these stupid, probably maybe minimum wage paying jobs, $12 an hour. Let's say you might be making $12 an hour. Or if you're a manager or something at a Dollar General, you might make 15. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. The fact of the story is, you guys are wanting to get physical. You're wanting to get mean. You're wanting to act like you own that store and it's you're the security and I'm the criminal trying to cause harm to you. And that's not the case. You are also putting yourself into the line of a major lawsuit that you'd probably be paying on for the rest of your life, because it could add up to millions of dollars. Yeah, your store's going to pay most of it. That's true. But you could personally be sued for deprivation of somebody's rights under the color of law. You guys keep screaming this is a law, and it's not. It's a mandate, and it has an exemption in it. Just because you don't know the law, and you don't know that it's not a law, and you don't know that there's a medical exemption in it, that makes you wrong. Just because you don't know you're wrong doesn't make you right. It just makes you ignorant. So these people are going to learn the hard way. I'm not going to stop. And I tell you, people, I've been on the phone this morning with the governor's office, but it was one of his assistants that I had to talk to, a lady I talked to there. And I told her what I went through. She actually listened to me, and I told her what I've been going through for the last 8 months. And I said it started getting better, and then the governor put this mandate back out day before yesterday. And I said, it's putting me, you guys basically threw me out to the wolves. And now I have no way to get any kind of help. I've had the Boardman Police Department, I've talked to them. There's really nothing they can do. The captain over there is a nice guy. I had a conversation with him. He understands what I'm saying. And like he said, too, he said there's a medical exemption in the mandate. You know, there's nothing we can do about it. He goes, but what they're going to do is, even if they call the police when we get there, they're just going to trespass you. And I said, oh, I know that. And I said, Five Guys Restaurant's already done that. And I asked the guy, I said, I don't know if you've heard of me or not, but I said, I'm also Watachi Running Freak from YouTube. And he goes, oh, yeah, I watch all your videos. So it kind of surprised the heck out of me that the captain would be, but so be it. I like that. Hopefully he's watching it just to try to understand what I'm saying, and not just watching it to see if there's something they can catch me doing wrong or whatever. Because all I'm trying to do is wake people up. I don't care if you wear a badge. I don't care if you the president, or if you're the person down here mopping up the floor at the strip joint after it closes. I don't care. I'm trying to wake everybody up. Just wake everybody up to what's going on. But anyway, I talked to, like I said, the governor's office, waiting to hear back from them. They're supposed to get in the governor's ear, and the woman also told me she was going to take it to the legal department too. And I told them they're welcome to give them my name, phone number, everything. If they need to contact me, I'm ready to do whatever. I said, I told them we got to get something done. There's got to be something in place for people like me, so I don't have to go out here and feel like I'm in fear of my life just walking in one of these stores, because some of these people are getting towards the verge of putting their hands on me, and I cannot allow that. I cannot allow that. You can yell at me. Don't put your hands on me. I will not be handled. But, and they, the governor told me, or the governor's office told me about the mandate, said I had every right to be in there. But if they trespass me, they trespass me. and that's fine. And when I called the sheriff's department, I couldn't get. I asked for a meeting, or at least a phone call. So I'm waiting for Gary, the sheriff, I think that's his name, of Mahoney County, to get back with me, because if I can't get nothing from him, it's got to have somebody's signature on it or name on it that these people are going to recognize. Because if not, I could just make up anything at my house and sign it my damn self and just hold it up when I walk in. They're not going to say that's worth anything. It's going to have to be something that and this is the thing, folks. They've been planning this since 2019. What was it called? Event 201. They had this already planned. You're telling me that they were going to put these exemptions, these medical exemptions, and these mandates that they knew they were going to have in place, and nobody thought about, okay, how are we going to deal with this? I can't even believe for a minute that they don't already have some kind of a card that you can get, mail in for, or whatever. And the reason why they don't is because then there'll be people out here walking around that don't have the mask on, and that makes other people look around and go, well, if they don't have to wear the mask, I don't have to wear the mask. And they don't want that. So they're going to have to compromise somewhere. And they're going to have to put out something for people with medical problems. If I walk in the door, maybe I just pull it out and pin it to my shirt or something. That means leave me the heck alone. It's got to be something, folks. It ain't that hard. And I don't care where I got to go to get it. Just like I said, I told the governor, heck, I'll bring my medical records and everything with me. I'll come right over there to your office. I'll hand them to you. You look at them. If you agree with them, then you hand me something with your name on it. That way, when I hand this, somebody yells at me to have a mask on, I can say, hey, come here, look. See this right here? That's from Governor DeWine. He said to show this to you. If you got a problem with it, he says to call you. Or for you to call him. I ought to have something like that. And I'd drive over to his office to get it. But let's just see. That would make things a lot easier now. We know how the government likes making things easier for people. That's why they got a 70,000 page federal income tax law. 70,000 pages. That's another story, folks. But anyway, that's been my last day and a half or so since I tried to do my live show the other day. It's been exciting. And let me tell you, people, I lost my mind yesterday, and I had to pray about it, because I tell you what, I did. I got so mad. I blew up, and I even told these people, I said, because there was a line of people behind me at that Dollar General. And they were all standing there, and they heard me tell these people, I got a half a lung. I can't remember where I'm at. And none of the people stood up for me. None of them. They stood there and listened to these people, this one woman stand back there and mouth me until I finally blew up. And nobody was helping me, man. Nobody. It was like they were all against me. So I blew up on all of them, and I told them, I said, you guys don't even know what's coming. The only reason you're still wearing the mask is you put them damn masks on in the first place. You guys are all fools. You're being fooled. And what you got, what's coming to you right now, you deserve every bit of it. Every bit of it. I told them, I hope you get it all. And that was wrong, people. I shouldn't have said that. That's actually curse words, man. That's actually curse words, and I shouldn't have said it. And I pray about it. But I go off too, people. I'm not. This body of mine is just as big a sinner as your guys' bodies. It ain't no different. But I do try to fight that stuff. I mean, you can be angry. You just got to let it go. And you don't want to get stupid and say stupid stuff. You can be angry and say a lot of things without cursing anybody or cursing towards anybody. You know, it's wrong. But I'm weak too, folks. I'm weak as you guys. So, but I'm just giving you guys an update on what's happening with me. Something else I wanted to talk about. They've got these people talking about the truckers are going to do a damn strike or shutdown or whatever. Well, I hate to tell you, folks, but I know I've told you before. I drove a truck for 14 years. These truckers have been talking about that. They were talking about it back when Obama was president, and I was running out there over road running and shit. I talked to all them truckers over the CB and the truck stops and stuff, and they've all talked about it for years, and they even made a plan, and they organized it pretty good. And what they were going to do is they were going to shut down at a certain time on a certain date. And it didn't matter where they were, if they were on the interstate, if they were on a back road somewhere, if they were in a parking lot, whatever, wherever they was at that exact moment, they would shut that truck down. It wouldn't move. And they had it planned, and it seemed like it was going to go through. I was going to get involved in it. And that's when Obama and them all found out about it, and they found out how well it was organized and everything. So what they did is they changed it, or they passed a law or something, legislation or an executive order or something. But if these truck drivers did that they could be charged with terrorist acts, because it could be a national threat if these guys all locked down. They were talking about locking down for just 3 days. But 3 days could have done a lot of damage to the country. And they knew it, but they were trying to get the government's attention. And it would have definitely worked. There's no doubt. But they put the big old kibosh on it, kibosh or whatever you call it, by passing some legislation that made it a terrorist act if you do it. And, they did a small one here not too long ago. I didn't hear of anybody being charged with that, but it was a small one. It wasn't very big, so they couldn't really call it a national threat. But if these truckers try something like that and make it big enough, man, they're gonna pay the price. They've already got the way to. They already got it. They'll just bring in a bunch of damn semi trucks or tow trucks, and if you're shut out on the interstate and stuff, blocking the road, they'll just haul your entire semi into a lockdown yard somewhere, and then because it was involved in a terrorist action, the company may never get the damn truck back or the load back. So then that's going to be your responsibility as a truck driver. You're responsible for that load when you're going from point A to point B. That's why you don't walk away from your truck and leave it sitting there for 13 hours and go to a bar, or 15 hours, go to a bar and then go have sex somewhere and then go back to your truck, because your load might be gone. And then you're going to be responsible for it. So, just so you know, folks, these guys ain't going to risk their asses any more than anybody else in this country is going to risk their ass by getting up and doing something. Nobody's going to do nothing, folks. It's a bullshit lie, and I don't care who's telling it. These guys ain't going to put their lives, the chance of them going to prison for the rest of their lives to make a point, for people who won't get up and even make their own points. That everybody's waiting for a superhero or somebody to come in here and save them, like Super Trump. Ain't gonna happen. You're gonna have to save your own butt. So Well, that's what I wanted to talk about today, folks. So may God bless us all, and we're going to need it to get out of this one. Have a good day.